This is the audience, plus me.
Most people are on Facebook and Twitter. If not, you probably know people who are. I have had a Facebook for 6 years now, but I've yet to get a Twitter. Facebook and now more recently Twitter are two important ways of communicating. In this speech, we'll look at the positives and negatives of both Facebook and Twitter. Facebook is a way to communicate with family and friends and people you haven't seen in a long time. Although many positives, there are some negatives. Most people communicate through Facebook on a daily basis. I can access Facebook with one click, and you can even get notifications like text to your phone. Many people are on Facebook. According to businessweek.com, there are around 1 billion users, and that number keeps going up. According to top10review.com, Facebook is ranked the number one social networking site when looking at privacy, profiles, etc. When asked why you have Facebook, my mom says it's a great way to keep in touch with family and friends and people you don't see very often. When moving far away like I did, Facebook makes it much easier to keep in touch with friends and family. Even when not moving far away, you may lose touch with friends like when you're going to college, and it helps stay involved in knowing what's going on in their lives. Facebook has some negative aspects as well. Security is important on your page. According to msnnews.com, when asked how many people view your page, most people think 27% of the actual amount see their posts. If more people are viewing your page than you believe, you could get unwanted viewers. It's also important to keep personal information private and only be friends with people that you know. Future employers may look at your Facebook. You must be careful not to post inappropriate things that might cause you not to get a job. Somewhat recently, Twitter has become a very popular social networking site. Most people either have a Twitter or are familiar with the site. Twitter can be a new form of communication between people, businesses, or anything that you're interested in. Twitter has recently become as popular as Facebook. According to Twitter.com, Twitter was founded in San Francisco but is used all over the world. You can also choose between 20 different languages, and many are being added today. According to HuffingtonPost.com, in 2011, Twitter had over 200 million users, and that number has gone up ever since. However, they're not sure how many of these accounts are active. Although Facebook and Twitter have many differences, they all have many similar aspects. They also share a negative aspect. Some differences between Facebook and Twitter are that on Twitter, you follow people, not become friends with, and your posts are also limited to 140 characters. The negative aspects shared are what you post might be seen by the wrong people. Just like Facebook, it is important to watch what you post on Twitter. Facebook and Twitter can both be very effective ways of communicating with others. Today we looked at the positives and negatives of both Twitter and Facebook, two of the most popular social networking sites today.